Doomslayer and Geralt of Rivia, and I'm just thinking, how does this keep happening? How many more? Because I remember
Naruto's in it now, isn't he?
Yeah, that was like last year. I started seeing some. I think it was on Tumblr or something. Someone was doing some videos of like, you know, all the Naruto characters in it, and I was like, haha, nice mod, very funny. And then you know, I go other places and it's also there, and I'm like, wait, hold on a second, what happened?
Are you seriously telling me I can Rasengan, motherfuckers? Oh, and we are live, by the way.
We're live, sick, awesome, cool.
I now need to adjust the volume somewhat.
I am the night.
And get you to see if you can hear yourself.
Yep, I'd better speak a little bit so I can hear myself a little bit.
Well, I'll let you do that.
There's nothing you can teach me, Joker. Oh, come on. There's always something to learn. Let's start with getting your ass.
It doesn't sound too bad. Yeah.
Can you hear yourself?
What?
Could you hear yourself?
I could hear myself, yeah, I could hear my voice.
Cool. And could you
now
hear...
It's time to fight Joker.
And how's the audio balance between game and us?
Us is a lot more audible. Which
Okay, that's good. That is good.
Oh my god, is that all it takes to beat this boss fight?
Well, no, because he has goons, but I do find it a little bit funny that it's just like, yeah, you can clothesline the motherfucker.
That was hilarious. Like, boss fight starts and you whap him a few times and he's like, no, please, I can't take any more.
It's a little bit stupid that I just lost a insta takedown because of the awkward auto thingy. Because the auto lock on to Joker, who will immediately kick you in the ribs rather than let you do an instant takedown on him. So regular thugs who do a lot more fighting than Joker, you can instantly take them down. Anyone else? Nah. I mean, Joker? A clown?
A literal clown.
And nothing else. God, it's giving them to me. Ah, for fuck's sake. Yeah, the train is, the tray, or the go-kart things is where the... Oh my god. Oh dear. Bradley, I'm going to restart this sequence. Why don't you get us started on whatever it is, whatever mad thing you found. Oh, have you looked at the caption, by the way?
Caption, as in the
YouTube caption.
Oh, the description.
Yes.
MCU controversy. Yeah, that is pretty accurate.
Suitable.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, I saw this thing. This guy was like, "How would you rank the trilogies in the MCU?"
Ow, motherfucker! I would rank them by motherfuckers.
Yeah, so because there's right now, as of now, there's the Iron Man trilogy, there's the Captain America trilogy, the Thor trilogy.
We could actually go on a little bit and see what we reckon about how the Ant-Man trilogy is going to do.
Yeah, because that's Quantumania is going to be out.
Yeah.
March or something.
Soon-ish, yeah.
Or am I thinking that that's?
Oh fuck.
Yeah. 2023, well, yeah, it's Wednesday.
Sorry, I'm just concentrating a little bit. I'll be a bit useless.
Oh, February, which means, like, I'll see it in November.
Well, I think Disney Plus comes out about, a month, so I normally get to see things about a month after they initially release at normal cinemas. Ow, Jesus. And then... Oh, thank God. Hammerfucker's down.
So you're thinking we wait a bit on that so that we can include Ant-Man in it, or?
Oh,
Or
no. I mean, I think we could speculate what we think, how they're going to end some of the trilogies that are only just 2 films at the moment.
Yeah, because we're gonna get the Marvels pretty soon, but that's just the one thing right now.
Yeah.
That's gonna make 2. Are there any others? Oh, we've got 2 Black Panthers now.
Yes, but without you seeing number 2,
Yeah, we can't.
it would be difficult for you to speculate number 3 at this point. Though I would. Actually, I don't really know where they take a 3rd one, and I'm not really sure. I'd kind of, I like how they surprise us. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, there's been 2 Doctor Stranges as well.
Oh Christ, yeah. Yeah, but one of them feels drastically different to the other one. One of them feels like a Doctor Strange film, the other one feels like a Scarlet Witch film.
Oh, 2 Guardians films too.
Oh yeah, and the trailer for the 3rd one has come out the other night.
Oh, I still haven't seen that.
Did I not send it to you?
You may have, and I may have forgotten to watch it.
Bradley, it's to be honest, it's the only Guardians trailer I've ever seen that hasn't got me instantly pumped for it.
Oh wait, I have seen it. Oh my God, yeah.
It is really weird, isn't it? Oh my fucking God.
The thumbnail I clicked on had a clickbait thumbnail. Like Galactus or something. I was
Did you not watch it on the official Marvel thing then? Did you just watch some...
You know what, I'm gonna double check that.
Did you watch it on a fucking fan re-upload site that just re-uploads trailers from movie studios? Bradley, you're the problem.
Guardians of the
Oh my
Galaxy
fucking God! I hate this fight so much. Good God.
Instead of you... Wow, I really should have just looked upwards a little bit at the official one.
Oh, yeah. Out of interest, who did you... I got fucking damage off screen!
Screen culture.
Oh, Jesus, they have no fucking culture anyway. I took damage off bloody...
Yeah, I've got no one but myself to blame on that one.
I took damage in the loading screen. Are you kidding me? I took damage in the loading screen.
You took damage in the loading screen?
Yeah, because it spawned me before, and a train hit me, and then I think Joker punched me as well. Okay. This, like, 6 times the charm. Even if I take damage this time. What the fuck?
So let's put down iron.
I've only had 1 Guinness.
Let's put down...
I forgot about that.
Spidey. And let's put down... it's kind of a quadrilogy though, isn't it? I was gonna say
what are we talking about?
Well. Avengers is more of a quadrilogy than a trilogy, isn't it? So I don't think it's really fair to put that in.
Is it ranking trilogies? It's like...
I mean, kind of ranking them, but more like thoughts on them, I suppose. If we do more like...
Oh my God!
Avengers is fine to put in.
I love it when the buttons don't. Ah, you fuckers.
We've got... What are we... Oh yeah, Guardians.
I got killed by a fucking shopping box.
A shopping box?
Yeah. I only had 1 Guinness, I thought I was sobered up by now.
So, basically, yeah, let's,
Let's begin.
Let's begin. I guess like.
We'll just do the article, and then afterwards we can add whatever we want to.
Okay. Let's see.
I love it when I don't know how I lost some health. Oh, fuck you.
Okay, this is from somewhere called Collider. Let's see what they think. And let's see what we think of what they think. Shall I bother with the preamble, or shall I just go straight into the...
It's up to you. How good is the preamble?
It seems pretty...
Oh, fuck off,
ordinary.
dude.
So they've included the Avengers, even though that's kind of cheating because it's 4 movies rather than 3. But...
Well, there were 3 films, so maybe they'll just talk about it as, you know. Oh my god.
It's like Infinity War is the 3rd part of the trilogy.
Yeah, maybe they'll just talk about it as maybe when it came out there was only the 3 of them. I mean, also, I feel like some, you know, the Avengers felt like a kind of...
January 1st, 2022. Okay, never mind.
Christ.
They absolutely...
Get up, bats!
Anyway, coming in at number 5 is... Thor.
I really hope you're not seeing the stream. I am fucking face. Okay.
Get up, bats. You don't look no good. Okay, so there's 5, of course. There's Spider-Man, Cap, Iron Man, Thor, and the Avengers. So here we go. Coming in at number 5 is Thor, and they say, what the Thor films as a whole suffer the hardest from is a thunderous identity crisis. Although they have consistently aimed to maintain a balance of high fantasy Shakespearean grandeur with character-based comedy, in execution, the film's indecision to be funny or dramatic did not pay off until the 3rd installment.
Oh god, I forgot there was 3 before the one that people actually considered good.
Thor 2011 banks itself heavily on culture shock, a fish-out-of-water comedy that overshadows the Odinson family drama. And Thor the Dark World positions Chris Hemsworth as the straight man against the scenery-chewing Loki, Tom Hiddleston, amidst an interstellar war. It wasn't until Taika Waititi's Thor Ragnarok that the God of Thunder and company were permitted to be fully funny as well as sympathetic and badass.
Oh my god.
Was that you, or,
Well, I got pinned into a wall, hit by a door.
Oh, the lag was incredible. The lag was incredible. You said got hit by a door as you got hit by a door on my screen.
Oh, fuck off, you twat and twat. Wow. Okay.
Ragnarok as a whole illustrated that the 2 films preceding it did not fit the character and served almost as a soft reboot of Thor's characterization and a supporting cast. As a 3-act narrative, the films do greatly illustrate Thor's ascension to the Asgardian throne that feels earned by the finale of Ragnarok. With 2022's Thor Love and Thunder on the horizon to reintroduce Natalie Portman's Jane Foster as being worthy of Mjolnir, hopefully, lightning will strike twice for YTT and keep the tonal balance that allows Ragnarok to landing for the trilogy.
Oh dear.
Oof,
that's just painful.
Which is a shame because, you know, it would be nice I'm not going to sit here and hate, you know, like, if it was good, I'd be saying it was good. I would prefer it if things were good, you know?
Why does my health turn up if I didn't take a hit?
Just to let you know that everything's okey-doke. Does it come up when you get a
It
chain
shouldn't
attack?
show up without me taking a hit. I didn't take a hit, and then it showed up.
That's really weird.
And then I did take a hit because I was distracted by the fact that it had showed up.
The self-fulfilling prophecy.
Oh, for fuck's sake, are you serious? It locks onto Joker, he pushes me away, and then I get hit by the fucking Hammer Bros. And you can't get a fucking hit on the Hammer fucking bro, because some twat with a knife shows up. Fuck off, Joker. Kicking me through a person is no clipping.
Oh my god, wow. It just showed up on my screen. Wow, Joker.
Die! Why won't this guy die? Okay, where's the Titan fucker?
Would you like to hear number 4?
Yes.
Number 4 they've put as Iron Man. Being the first trilogy in the MCU, the Iron Man films had the benefit of having the least amount of MCU world building to upkeep. John Favreau's first two films flowed narratively, tonally, and thematically into one another as they built up Tony Stark brick by brick along his relatively grounded geopolitical journey to become the Invincible Avenger. Iron Man and Iron Man 2 were a natural progression of the story of Tony Stark in a world that is threatened by his genius. Iron Man 3, however, finds Tony in a brighter global spot and a newly challenged world directly affected by his previous outing in 2012's The Avengers, making it the first MCU sequel that required further viewing outside of the main series. Because of this, and trading in Favreau for Shane Black as director, Iron Man 3 ends the trilogy feeling tonally and thematically divorced from the films preceding it, electing to amp up the comedy and function more as an epilogue for the boisterous Avengers.
It is a little bit weird when they end with like a kind of finale sequence.
All my suits.
Well, no, that's fine. That makes sense.
I suppose it's not his fault that Tony Stark came back.
Well, no, people always misinterpret that. Oh, fuck you.
I probably have as well, then. So,
oh my fuck you fucking hammer, fucking fuck. Die. So, fucking die.
Could you perchance share your wisdom in case I've also misinterpreted it? Because I always look at that and think, oh, he's giving up the suits, he's putting them away and gonna try and lead a normal life.
No, he's not gonna, it's not him giving up Iron Man or about to have it, it's him admitting he had a problem and he was obsessing. He says, I'm gonna cut them back a little, not I'm gonna stop being Iron Man.
That is absolutely right, holy moly. Okay, well, I did successfully misinterpret the ending then.
It's happened before. I mean, it's because, you know, loads of people did on YouTube and then loads more people watched those YouTube things, so...
Yeah. Let's see. While Iron Man 3 still finds Tony struggling with his own faults like in the previous films, his character troubles are more so rooted in the events of Avengers rather than previous Iron Man films. As a Tony Stark story, his trilogy ends on less of a conclusive note for Iron Man, and more as a new beginning for his life as an Avenger. Interesting. Yeah, cool, okay.
I do. I mean, you kind of forget that Iron Man 3 is supposed to be connected to the other. It suffered by being the only films that actually kept the numbering convention.
How about a trade?
Yeah, you're right.
Iron Man 3 ends with like a title sequence that shows footage from all 3 films. And you're like, oh shit, yeah, there were 2 before this. It feels like it should have been Iron Man 2, and then after the Avengers it should have been like Iron Man PTSD or something. I don't know what it could have been called, or Iron Man Extremis would have been fine.
Yeah.
Or the Invincible Iron Man.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. I bet
yeah,
hiding in there somewhere. Like one that's just perfect for it. Like how the rest of the movie, like Winter Soldier is of course Winter Soldier. Like Civil War, of course it's Civil War. Hell, even First Avenger, of course it's First Avenger. You know, like they're very much they're all very fitting names. So they probably would be. There probably absolutely would be a great name for it somewhere. But to go back onto what we were actually talking about, as how disconnected it was from the how disconnected it is from the previous 2 films.
You know it, I know it. You said you would want
Oh, we're Catwoman again.
It just kind of has the characters, doesn't it? It doesn't really have much else in common.
Yeah.
It doesn't kind of keep any, you know, particular
If you get down there.
story kind of or like themes going on, other than just I guess Tony's guilt and perfecting the fast armoring up.
No kiss.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed.
You know, now that I think of it, like, Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, you can just watch immediately after. Iron Man 3, you kind of have to have watched Avengers to make sense of why he's so stressed out all the
Yeah,
time.
well, I mean, there are flashbacks, but that's not really enough, is it?
And I'm just thinking, are any of the trilogy actually watchable, like, just as a trilogy? Are there any of the trilogies like that? Because I'm thinking, because Captain America, right? I mean, you can watch First Avenger, of course, that's standalone. Winter Soldier, I feel like you kind of need to watch Avengers, but you might be able to get away with it. And then for Civil War.
Well, I mean, you could definitely watch Avengers without watching Captain America 1, because that's what I did. God knows if you can, God, I hate this climbing system so much.
In that case, it's probably enough to just go straight
Just
into
watch
it.
Avengers. I mean, I guess Bucky's quite important. The fact that it's like, oh yeah, shit. Who the fuck is that guy? Why is he significant to Cap? Who the hell is Bucky?
The Thor films, let's think. First one standalones, of course. Dark World feels pretty standalone as well.
Yeah, and then weirdly you kind of need to watch it for Endgame.
Oh yeah, so you do. And then Ragnarok, let me think. I feel like you can just watch that as well. You need to know about Bruce though. He's pretty big in it. Maybe you can get away with it. And the Spider-Man one. Spider-Man 1 is basically standalone.
Civil War.
Oh yeah, Civil
Well,
War.
basically, you kind of should watch Civil War for Homecoming. You should watch Endgame for Far From Home, and then you should watch Far From Home for No Way Home. And also, you should probably watch the other two fucking Spider-Man trilogies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or duology and trilogy, whatever. Where the fuck am I going?
Affirmative. Set up a perimeter. Protect the edges.
I mean, I was gonna like cite, oh, you can't watch it as a trilogy against them, against like one of the against Iron Man, but if you can't watch any of them, if you can't really watch any of these trilogies, then it's not really fair to do that. So they're more trilogies in the sense that they of having matching tones and
yeah, I mean, some of them just don't really. They don't really kind of. That's not, they don't really have the intention of working as, standalone trilogies. They work in the wider universe.
Yeah.
That's their kind of intent, really. Oh shit! I can show you the Far Cry ending.
The Far Cry ending?
The bonus ending.
There's a bonus ending?
Yeah, I'll show you the bonus ending.
Oh, is this the? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, there's the vault. Looks like a
We'll have to see the credits twice, but whatever.
Wait, it gives you the credits?
Oh yeah.
Oh, maybe I don't know what you're talking about then.
The keys are down there, deep in the pockets of those tiger guards.
It gives you a different,
I'll need to be quick and stay out of
bit of dialogue over the credits as well.
Fail-safes will trigger, and that vault will be locked down permanently.
You could clearly see me.
10 will commence in 10 minutes.
Shit, 10 minutes? That's hardly time for supper. You can keep talking, Bradley. We're not gonna reach the fake ending for
Right, okay.
a bit yet.
Right, so then they've put number three, the middle spot, as the Avengers. The foundation on which the MCU was built. The Avengers films are follow-ups to one another in a very loose definition. Yes, there are 4 films, so not technically a trilogy, but we move. They operate less as sequels or even standalone films, more as veritable season finales to each phase of the MCU storyline, checkpointing how vast the universe has become and how wide its roster of heroes has grown. They are blockbuster events in and of themselves, whose greatest assets as films are setting a new standard for the franchise's scope, stakes, and scale. The Avengers, 2012, proved that the cinematic experiment of the MCU carried fruitful promise. Avengers Age of Ultron delivered more of the same as its predecessor while planting the seeds for the future installments, and the 1-2 punch of Infinity War and Endgame culminated all the crossover potential that the Marvel name represented and shook the world. The Avengers as a quadrilogy served as thrilling bookends to the MCU's rich canon. Can't argue with much of that, because I kind of agree that they are like season finale things.
Yeah.
Like, they do...
They're like the CW crossovers, but well-timed as opposed to, oh shit, we should do a crossover halfway through the series. Everyone has to kind of stop their own arcs for a little bit, or just chat about it to the other heroes because they have this opportunity.
Oh yeah. They go over and they'd say, hey, you're still having trouble with Zoom, right? Yeah, still having trouble with Zoom. You still having trouble with Damien Dark? Yeah, still having trouble with Damien Dark.
Hey, Oliver, you seem a lot more violent than I remember you. Oh yeah, that's because Felicity gave me the AOK to kill people again. She says if I kill him in the next 10 minutes, she'll take me on vacation. And we could do butt stuff. That went a bit weird, I apologise.
Maybe a touch weird, but moving swiftly along. Alright, these people are citing number 2 as Captain America. The Captain America films serve the function of an Avengers adjacent trilogy, the best out of any series in the MCU. Each film perfectly sets up or responds
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Through the eyes of Chris Evans' star-spangled man with a plan, as he navigates the morally grey modern age. The first Avenger illustrated the ideals that will fuel Steve Rogers' actions throughout the entire MCU, while also setting up the Tesseract as an Avengers-level MacGuffin. The Winter Soldier put his ideals in conflict with a country fueled by fear to help a friend in need, and Civil War broke the Avengers apart in a rift that challenged the freedoms Rogers fought so hard to protect. As the leader of Earth's mightiest heroes, Captain America's greatest strength and weakness is not just his desire for freedom, but compromise. Rogers puts what is right over what is possible or expected of him by his country and even the world, which is not easy. Each of his films gradually put him at greater odds over his old-fashioned sense of morality. If the Avengers films show what it's like to be an Avenger, then Captain America films show through Rogers what it is needed to become a great one.
It appears we have caught our intruder.
Yeah, fair enough.
So wait, is that what they put atop?
That's what they put as second. Number 2 spot. That was the number 2 spot.
Ah, right. Wait, what's number 1? I can't even remember any other trilogies. Oh, Spider-Man.
Yep, Spider-Man. Next to Wolverine, Spider-Man has had one of the most expansive film careers of any Marvel character, even before the MCU was in full swing. Between Sam Raimi's trilogy and Mark Webb's films, the die had already been cast on how Spider-Man works on the big screen before Tom Holland made his debut as the webhead in Civil War. For an audience already savvy to how a Spider-Man trilogy could turn out, the MCU had to deliver something new and unique for their big screen shot at the life and times of Peter Parker. What resulted was not only the most consistent trilogy out of the MCU, thanks in part to John Watts directing all 3 installments, a first for the MCU, but
shit, yeah, that's weird to think.
That is really weird to think. But a superhero series that is in equal parts blockbuster spectacle and tender coming-of-age saga that reinvents the friendly neighborhood hero for a new age. Watts' films operate less like...
And they wanted him to come back as well, but he's a bit burnt out of the old superheroes. All right, Bradley, this is the new ending.
Oh,
this is the fake ending. It might be worth you actually turning up your volume so you can hear it.
You can do it. Just walk right out of here and leave him. It's easy.
Oh, it is the thing I was thinking of. I had no idea this gave you an ending.
It's not like he'll die.
Yeah, it's not like a button press with Far Cry where it's like, here's the 2 options. It literally lets you just basically find it yourself.
It's not like he'll die. It's Batman, right?
I love that all it is just a tunnel and then a door and you're in Gotham City. That seems so secure.
Wow.
Screw him.
No, Selena. What are you doing, Selena?
Original game credits. There we go, we've done it. We've done it in 4 episodes.
Damn. That is cold.
Oh, wait, hang on. It should be playing music. That's why it sounds really sad. It's not actually there. I think music does play. But I turned the music off.
Mhm.
So that we'll just get radio, I think.
That is pretty sad. Jeez. How could you?
It was Selena, it wasn't me. I have nothing to do with this.
Oh, not you. I meant Selena. How
Oh,
could
yeah.
you, Selena? How could you leave Batman to fend for himself? And by fend for himself, I mean he is literally dying of...
Can you see the subtitles?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Joker's won. No.
I do think it's kind of wild that basically in this universe, the rest of the Bat family was that useless that if Batman dies, everyone dies? Like, that's it?
I suppose they wanted to hammer in just how...
How desperate the situation was?
I was thinking of like hammer in like look how selfish a thing this was that you did. Even though like realistically, I feel like
Oh, it's like Robin could take Joker.
Yeah, he should be able to.
Alfred's got a shotgun, he could take Joker. The moment that shit really hit the fan, Selena would help. And Barbara's not fucking useless, although they did make her pretty, like, inconsequential in these games, other than as computer stuff, which is a shame, when she can do so much as Oracle.
Is a girl's
Drop
work
the
never done?
suitcases. Rescue
Hold on,
Batman.
handsome. I'm coming.
In one Nightwing comic, a hit's put out on her, on Oracle, and she literally, like, she gets away from an army of thugs
Gangsters.
with thugs and hired killers and stuff. By the way, you know, paralyzed in a wheelchair, she abandons her wheelchair and has like a submarine safe house, which which she's rigged with loads of traps and stuff. So basically, she Rambos while unable to move her lower body. And just has to climb out and stuff. Like, she does all of this.
Badass.
Like, on her own, while, you know, hoping that Black Canary and Nightwing will come and help. Black Canary gets there, Nightwing doesn't until it's too late.
Oh.
But Black Canary gets taken by pretending to be Oracle so Barbara can stay safe.
You stick with the brooding. I'll handle the wise ones. I guess we both know what.
But yeah, so, you know, it's like, nah, Oracle will be fine.
You need to hurry.
But, and yet, she spends most of the next game fucking kidnapped. It's the one thing I really don't like about the Arkham games is that to prop Batman up, they made the Bat family really lame, which is why I like Gotham Knights, because they made the Bat family really cool, as they are, without degrading Batman. You know, it's based, you know, he goes out in a very heroic, you know, Batman way. They don't make him lame just to justify the Bat family taking over.
I realize it is difficult, Sam, but you need to
So is it just Ant-Man that's with 2 films?
From what I have written down here, there's Guardians, Ant-Man, and Doctor Strange, and Black Panther now.
Oh yeah, okay. Do you want to agree with the list the article put on first, or do you want to add some and then disagree with the list? I mean, we could add some more, couldn't we? And then we could list it ourselves.
Yeah.
You might have to, like, send me the list, though, because it's difficult to remember where I'm at while I'm doing this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, shit, I need to scan helicopters.
I'll put them in anyway.
Oh god, last time I played through this game, it took me so long to find the helicopter. Whoop. Come on, this one. God damn it. They just blowing the shit. There's no way any inmates would be alive after all this. Jesus Christ. Okay. Have you got the list?
Over the list.
Okay.
Once my signal loads.
Oh fuck! Ah shit! Shit.
There we go. Okay, that should be sent.
Oh yeah, cool. Photo has been received.
There might, be more. Those were just the ones I could think of at the top of my head.
I swear they actually, like, increased the number of helicopters you have to scan on the remaster, because on the PS3 it did not take this long. Oh, there we go, Jesus.
Right, so you good with all of those movies being there?
I'm heading to Wonder Tower.
Let's have a look. Trilogies, Iron Man, Cap, Thor, Spidey, Avengers, if we're counting it. I love how petty you're being about the Avengers on there. Duologies, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Guardians, Black Panther. Yes. I think that is good.
Cool. So we are counting Avengers then?
I think so, yeah. I feel like it should actually be Avengers 1 and then 2, 3 and 4, honestly.
Oh, like considering the trilogy as 2, 3 and 4?
Quite possibly, because I feel like Avengers 1 served a very different purpose than 2, 3 and 4.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Because if you think about how they kind of ramp up the old,
yeah, actually.
the Infinity Stone stuff, it's like we're introduced to Thanos at the end of Avengers. Avengers was oh shit, we kind of made this work.
Yeah.
While
Well, 2, 3 and 4 were telling a larger story.
Yeah, exactly. They were kind of continuing the story and probably had a little bit more in common. I don't know how much kind of... It's like the difference in, like, Avengers 1 where everyone thought that Clint and Nat were going to get together, and then it's like, nope, he has a secret family.
Yeah, that was something.
And they introduced Scarlet Witch and whatever.
And Quicksilver. Yeah. So we ranking them?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think this is actually probably one of the hardest things to rank because you've got 3 parts. There's 3 parts.
You've got to rank them individually to see, it's like whether you have one of those which is like one of your favorites in the MCU, but at the same time, it's like, okay, how well does that amazing film fit in with the other 2?
Yeah.
Of its own trilogy, and how does that compare with a trilogy that's maybe a lot more solid? It'd be really weird if we do kind of realise Spider-Man is the best one just because of the fact that it had a very consistent concept.
That is the thing, it is very consistent.
But at the same time, then...
Far From Home is a little, like, I think... No, actually, Far From Home isn't bad at all.
But at the same time, it's like whether you think about how, No Way Home was kind of a course correction on a lot of complaints about how people didn't think he felt like Spider-Man.
Tiger guards have stun instincts. I need to attack from behind to avoid being hit.
Yeah. The phrase Iron Man Jr. was thrown around a lot.
Yeah, it's a shame that people didn't really understand that he was like that. Just with Johnny Storm instead.
Johnny Storm? Really?
Well, yeah, because the Fantastic Four were this big, superhero family that was really famous and really successful. And even though he didn't know they were the same age, Johnny Storm kind of was quite a role model to Peter and especially Mr. Fantastic as well for the scientist side of things.
Oh, okay. Just Johnny Storm sounds a bit...
The Human Torch.
Yeah, it's like, is this really the kind of guy you want for your mentor? Isn't he a bit...
Well, but he was looking at it from the kind of wide-eyed, version of Johnny that he puts out to the regular people rather than who he eventually learnt that Johnny's kind of a doofus.
Ah, okay.
Mostly from actually working with him as Spider-Man as opposed to when he met him as Peter Parker. When Johnny did a speech at his school.
Oh, okay.
Can you stop rambling, beardy man? I want to fight people.
It must be depressing. All your sacrifices. Wow.
We have at long last defeated the great Batman. Mate, I'm hardly on my knees here.
The great Batman.
Oh look, a door. Whatever will I do against a load more people coming out of a door? Kill him!
He put like 6 guys in a room with Batman and said, "We've at long last defeated him." Like, really? Are you sure? Maybe you should...
Yeah, rip, guys. This is not gonna go your way. Oh, fuck you. I love the guys who just teleport for a punch. Like, oh shit, I'm not gonna hit him, I'm really far away.
Like, if I have one... No, that... I've changed my mind immediately, having seen what that guy said about Cap, honestly. Because, you hear a lot, the whole, Captain America Civil War, more like Avengers 2.5.
Yes.
But I have to agree that it does follow the themes that are in the other 2 Captain
Oh god,
America.
yeah, it is, people only say that it feels like an Avengers film because all the Avengers are in it.
Yeah.
It has nothing thematically to do with Avengers, it's not asking you to choose which side you're on because it's obvious that Cap's in the right there, he's just being a dick about it. I like how they mark where to go. It's like, oh look, A light. It's like in Ultimate Spider-Man with the each mission was heralded by a light beam into the sky. So,
Yeah.
are you just kind of trying to work it out via discussion? You haven't started
I'm trying to
your
work it out in
numbering.
my head.
That's good. Yeah.
I guess I'd say for number 5 spot. It's a bit of an easy one.
Are
But,
you just doing the ones on the initial list and then you'll add in the duologies or?
Yeah, I think adding the duologies later
Fair enough.
because they're partially on hypotheticals, aren't they?
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's true. Very true.
So
Yeah, we couldn't say, oh, I reckon the Doctor Strange trilogy will really work out what it wants to be.
I guess I'd say at number 5, I'd have to agree with putting Thor at number 5 because
It
like,
still doesn't know what it wants to be.
It still doesn't like even now with Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder was just like really, really haha funny. Let's make jokes every 2 seconds, and let's completely squander the sobering and grounded cancer plotline.
Oh my god! I've just realised how they did why I like Black Panther so much.
Oh, in Wakanda Forever.
Yeah. So Thor fucking squandered the emotional moments, we just could not handle them whatsoever. But in favour of one good fight scene and, just, like, that's it. Black Panther really nailed the emotional moments, which even though some of the fight scenes go on quite a while and aren't as cool, some of them are really cool. But, like, some of them it's just like, yeah, okay, I get the point, guys. Can we get back to the emotional stuff? Can we, or whatever?
Yeah.
Some of them it's just like, okay, you just want to really make me sad again now, don't you? Make me worry that characters I like are gonna die in this. That's what the fights were in Black Panther. While Thor, it's like, oh, fuck off, you have a visual on Batman. Don't fucking lie. But they're basically the complete opposites, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's why I liked Wakanda so much more than...
I would like to congratulate all Tiger forces on this wonderful achievement.
They're destroying my gargoyles! You bastards!
Yeah, and of course, Dark World is kind of... It's kind of just there.
Ow, fuck.
I mean, what's the general consensus on that? Because I feel like...
It's kind of turned around in recent times.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't find it particularly offensive while watching it or anything. I wasn't watching it and thinking, oh god, this movie sucks, but it was just kind of there for me, like... I came out of the experience thinking, yep, that was a movie. That was one of the movies of all time.
That was definitely one of those.
Yep. I mean, she went to Earth and then she got ethered and then
she got ethered.
Then they've got to go on a quest and get. Oh, and here's Christopher Eccleston, and got to fight Christopher Eccleston. Oh, there goes all of Thor's friends. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, Loki. Oh, Loki's dead. Oh wait, Loki's not dead. Okay.
Something that stylish never fully dies.
And then Ragnarok, to me at least, was a more fun movie than that. But at the same time,
again, it does not keep the consistency of.
Yeah, it's like it's so different. It's so different to the other movies. So yeah, it's going at the bottom because it's not as cohesive as it should be. Then, honestly, I feel like the list they put out is probably pretty Good. Because they did Thor, Iron Man, Avengers, Cap, Spider-Man.
Explosive.
I'm not sure if I even disagree with any of those. Because Thor has the problem of you know, not knowing what it wants to be. Even now with Love and Thunder, although at least it was clearly trying to be Ragnarok too.
Yeah. And somehow failing to do anything of the sort.
Yeah, which was a bit embarrassing, but and they put Iron Man, which makes sense because 3 was.
I had it a second ago. God damn it! There it is.
And then they put Avengers. Actually, I'd put Avengers higher. What are the other two?
Hey, Bradley, do you want to see something stupid about these things? You see, they've put like a roof and walls on this hacker thingy.
Yeah.
Its only purpose is to stop Batman accessing it from the side. He has to stand right. Wayne Tech can't get through these. He has to stand right in the right place for some reason. And I have to do another bloody password just to make the elevator open. So the doors was one password, and now I have to do another password just to make the lift go up.
So 2, 3, 4 of the Avengers. Actually, yeah, 2, 3, 4 of the Avengers. I think I'd maybe swap Cap and Spidey. Yeah, so I think my list would be 5 Thor.
Yes.
4 would 4. Great. Next, number 4 would be Iron Man.
Right. Yeah.
Number 3, I'm gonna say Spider-Man, then Avengers, then Cap. I think I'd go with.
Yeah, I actually kind of agree with you. We're kind of mostly talking about, you know, tonal and thematic consistency, aren't we?
How much are they trilogies?
Yeah, rather than just like good films.
Although, you know, in terms of quality, I definitely feel like, I mean, Cap and Spidey absolutely got the most consistently good movies. Whereas Thor has to suffer with, you know, your choice of Dark World or Ragnarok, depending on like how you feel about it.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, the Dark World, or I feel like Dark World has really been relieved of its duty since Love and Thunder.
Yeah, as the textbook. Oh, look at this crap.
How not to do a Thor film.
How not to do a Thor film. Excellent.
Oh, I feel so sorry for Natalie Portman. She should have fucking headlined that film.
Oh, absolutely. And it should have been really...
They should have just killed off Thor. That was like the change one. Kill off Thor. In first 10 minutes, Natalie Portman takes over as the one and only God of Thunder. And in the MCU, you get the feeling that these characters are pretty much going to stay dead as well, unless you're Nick Fury or Coulson. But I mean, Coulson's never actually came back to the main universe films.
That's true.
He's only come back in somewhat of a spin-off side universe on the MCU.
Yeah.
Because it's still not considered canon. Technically.
I wish it was canon. God damn it.
I mean, although there are rumours that Chloe Bennett's going to come back in Secret Empire.
That would be nice.
Mm.
Like, if they're willing to bring back... You know, they've brought back characters before, they've made allusions to other stuff before.
Yeah.
What was the... Oh no, I've forgotten how the... There was a... There must have been some kind of, like, main, you know, theme or leitmotif or something in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
The ba 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 ba.
I'm amazed I can't remember. I'm amazed I can't remember that.
It was the end of. It was like the how each episode. It's like ba 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 ba.
He's working
Oh,
with
there it is. Yeah, okay, now I remember.
And then it would
Yeah.
each episode would end with ba 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 credits.
Yeah, that Chloe Bennett comes back, they play that jingle, that's what's gonna happen, for sure.
Yep.
If they're gonna do it with X-Men...
And Daredevil.
And Daredevil, then they can do it with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh yeah, this isn't a spoiler because it's been established for years in the comics. But we've got another mutant.
Oh, really? Who?
Namor.
Oh, he is a mutant.
He's the first mutant. I think he was the first mutant created by Stan Lee.
Oh, really?
Maybe. I don't trust me on that, but he's one of the very first characters that either was later retconned to be a mutant, but because he was created so early on, I don't know. But it's the idea that he's not a typical Atlantean, he's also a mutant.
Okay.
Which is why he can breathe it on the surface world.
Sorry, I'm just amused by Batman kicking that grate and then it flying off into the distance.
Yeah, some poor guy who's just been so satisfied that he's been avoiding all these missiles, he's just gonna get fucking decapitated by a grate falling out of the sky.
Oh my god! Oh my god.
Come to Bat Papa. Come on, little tiger agent. Come on. Good boy. Bye-bye.
Ledge takedown. Yeah, so that is basically what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that tone like on the themes of the films, Cap is absolutely the most consistent. And it even like has kind of an escalation in terms of who's the main antagonist, where Cap goes from fighting, you know the main antagonist of the films, he goes from fighting an enemy, just a straight up enemy, to a brainwashed friend,
a brainwashed buddy, to an ally who just disagrees with him. Oh, did they remove it? Oh, that's a shame. In the original PS3 version of this game, they didn't turn off the batarangs locking onto the cable that holds the guys onto this ledge, so you could just cut it and drop them.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. Because that's something you can do in all the interiors, but the drop wouldn't be too bad.
But in this case, the drop would be... Yeah, the drop would be pretty bad. There's Batman. Over there.
Batman is here, do not underestimate him. I mean, that's just your first mistake. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh thank God! Oh, there is another way. There's the thing. I found my way out.
As for the duologies, though,
yes.
we've got just from my memory and what we typed down here, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Guardians, and Black Panther, which I guess only you can really know about right now. But so, Doctor Strange, like you said in the first and foremost, is that the second one feels more like a Scarlet Witch film, or at least she's got essentially equal billing.
Yeah, I mean, which is justified, but it feels weird that they felt the need to make it a Doctor Strange film. They just didn't want to make her, like, you know, at least in the DC films, they're not afraid to do anti-hero films, as the protagonist, where they're not necessarily good guys, but they're going to lead the film, like the Suicide Squad and Black Adam.
Yeah.
Although it's weird that Black Adam's considered an anti-hero when he is just a villain, normally. But,
Report. Any contact? On me.
oh shit!
Yeah. So because of that, and Doctor Strange 1 was like, basically, just... Like, it was just kind of a movie that was, there. Like, it
You are nothing to me.
I felt like one of the things I felt, other than when they went into other dimensions and stuff like that, I felt that the magic in Doctor Strange 1 was like pretty restricted, at least compared to Doctor Strange 2 or even Infinity War. Which, I mean, fair enough. It's his first outing, and he's only been a sorcerer for a little while, so it makes sense that he wouldn't have a massive repertoire of spells. But
Ball Destroyer.
It is a little bizarre that in this movie with loads of sorcerers in it, being a sorcerer basically boiled down to being able to make portals and being able to make glowy weapons that you then use for martial arts.
I mean, that's what they did in the first one. In Infinity War, it was a lot more doing, like, actual magic and shit. But, I mean,
Yeah,
to a certain extent, what can you do against Wanda? Where's Gotham? There it is.
Yeah, so that's just something I have against the first film, which may or may not even be, like, a fair argument to make.
Oh, you were talking about the first film. Well, I kind of feel like that's, the way with the fact that he's still, learning.
Yeah, he's only been a sorcerer for, like,
5 minutes.
At the start of it.
Yeah.
You've ruined everything.
He's never even been in a fight until he has to fight fucking Calypso or whatever the fuck the guy's name is. What's his name?
Mordo? Wait.
No, that's the guy who's a friend and then until he isn't.
Glorious, isn't it?
I hope he comes back for the third one and he's actually a villain.
Was he Mads Mikkelsen or however you pronounce that name?
Yes.
I have powerful
Caecilius.
Caecilius. Yes, that's it.
You cannot stop me. Soon I will command forces beyond your comprehension. I have achieved what the great Batman could never do.
He oh wait, that would be spoilers to say.
That would be spoilers.
Yeah, so that's...
Wait, spoilers for what?
Oh. Okay, it was Raish who killed him.
Indeed. You clearly demonstrate.
I was about to say, hey, doesn't Raish kill this guy?
This is true.
He was your puppet.
I like how you remembered, like, 5 seconds before it happened.
You said I did this. This was our vision. And you failed to see it. But when you
yes.
came to me with its identity,
So because those films are a little bit too different, so I no matter where they take the third one, it's kind of going to be a bit weird as a trilogy anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like they're consistent in the growth of Doctor Strange's arc.
do as you wished.
In the same way that Iron Man's is consistent in the growth of his arc, but going from one film to the next, like Iron Man 1 and 2 to Iron Man 3, felt very much like we've got to account for what happened in the first Avengers to Doctor Strange going to 2, had to account for both Avengers and, well, Infinity War is the kind of conflict, and then, WandaVision is what Multiverse of Madness had to account for.
Yeah.
I still really don't like what they did with Wanda, honestly.
You become what you
Like
fought against.
In WandaVision or in
Multiverse of Madness, because in WandaVision it's all an expression of grief, and you know she's not wrong, she's not right, but at the same time she didn't really control it for a long time,
Mm.
and didn't realize she was hurting people for a long time. So that was quite an interesting thing, but by the time we next see her, it's like you think, oh, she's going to have hopefully taken herself back a bit or have fallen more into grief, but shut herself away. No, it's totally, she's just gone complete villain. Wow. Thank you. But
at that point, she's more of a.
she's a more successful villain than. I mean, she's probably got a higher kill count than most villains in their own universes, because she's like killed lots of people in multiple universes.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Also, like,
I noticed.
if the Avengers doesn't exist in that universe with Mr. Fantastic and Professor X and stuff, and that's the equivalent.
Oh.
Does that mean that the next world-ending threat is basically going to just wipe out that planet?
Oh Jesus, that is a sad thought.
She's responsible for the death of a whole planet, basically, if she's killed all the heroes.
That's an interesting thought. Like, who would actually?
Well, I mean, the remaining members of the Fantastic Four.
No, yeah, okay, so that's four. Oh, and
The
also
X-Men.
The X-Men are there, so that's
okay.
That's
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, the people that we can't see in the main universe. Well, yeah, but the X-Men are dealing with racism constantly, and the Fantastic Four are going to be dealing with the death of their leader, and the kids are kind of a handful. So the loss of their dad is going to make them. Yeah, they're going to turn into fucking supervillains. Those kids. The Fantastic Four kids are going to turn into supervillains somehow.
What else? Ant-Man. Yeah, the first movie was really good. I thought it was just so interesting to go to do a heist movie, a superhero heist.
I think I'm one of the only people who prefers the second one.
I mean, I would prefer the second one if it didn't fit. There's something about it that makes it feel short to me.
Well, I think it's because of where it was placed. It's like...
yeah, maybe there's that. I like the, I do like, how they went into the quantum realm and everything.
Yeah, and how that kind of sets up for the solution in Endgame is very good as well.
Hello, Batman.
Yeah, and it's also...
And I'd hate for you to read the spoilers on the internet
consistent with the
again.
first one, tonally, I think. Has Lawrence Fishburne in it.
Yes, it also doesn't have Evangeline Lilly in a really shit wig. Or haircut bob thing.
Oh, the bob.
At least she has a cool haircut in the second one. That's what I'm going off.
Yeah, she was good as the Wasp, and oh god, I forgot Scott Lang's actor. What's his name?
Paul
again?
Rudd.
Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd showed off his acting chops as he really sold me on being Hank Pym's wife.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot about that.
It's just somehow you believe it.
God, yeah, I forget that's a whole part of that film. Hank, I entangled with your wife.
Yeah, what? Oh god, yeah, and then
I quantum entangled with your wife. It's not sounding better, Scott.
Yeah, one. I guess you could say minor.
I always hid in the red wardrobe, in the red in the red cupboard. I don't really think you understand the concept of hide and seek.
The one minor gripe I have with the first Ant-Man is that he has to go to, you know, the Avengers base and Falcon's there.
Well, yeah,
And
but
getting this
the running stuff with those two is great though.
It is, but as more of a Falcon fan than than an Ant-Man fan, I felt disgruntled. Not massively, but I was just like, damn, Falcon should have won that one. I mean, I guess we wouldn't have had a film afterwards, but you know, yeah. But you know, it's like the heist bit is great, the training sequence and everything. His motivation is just phenomenal, and it's a very heartwarming ending with them all being on good terms and everything. 2 similarly has a nice heartwarming ending, but with the
horror,
the Pym family.
Yes, I do.
And that bit.
That's one of the best end credit scenes. Just the horror implied by that fucking TV just screaming the warning at you.
Sorry, which one?
Ant-Man and the Wasp. The end credit scene.
How did I forget it? I'm gonna look it up right now.
I love how all the internet reactions was like smiley faces, happy people to watching Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then watching the end credit scene. It's just like all of the sad, grey like memes in reaction to that. Oh look, the Joker's dead, and all the children cheered.
It goes in. Oh, that. Yeah, that. Oh, yeah. That. Oh, that. Yeah. Okay, now I remember.
And the end with the ant playing on the drums.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, and the other heartwarming thing in Ant-Man and the Wasp, the wonderful little bit of wonderful little bit with the where you know, what was her name? I think her alias was Ghost or something. Ghost. She says. She you know, she's about to go on the run, and then Lawrence Fishburne is like, "No, I'm going with you. I'm not going to leave you behind." That was that I rather liked, because they had they kind of had a father-daughter thing going on there as well, didn't they? And I guess family seems to be a pretty big theme in the Ant-Man series so far. Especially paternal and maternal relationships. With, like, you know, there's Scott and his daughter, there's Hank and his. There's a lot of that kind of thing going on. So I think if it continues with that theme in the third movie, it'll definitely be nice and a nice consistent themage for its for the trilogy. I think Guardians, okay. Guardians duology presently, but soon to be trilogy.
The role of a lifetime.
And I'm back.
Sorry,
You know, I was trying to agree with you, but I couldn't because I was in the loo. So. I wanted to quickly run to the loo during the cutscene.
Makes sense.
Before I had to do this really long boss fight.
This is Clayface.
Oh shit! Well, that was unlucky for Clayface there. Jesus.
throw some ice at him. Yeah, the Guardians. I think they're pretty consistent.
Oh,
they're
shit.
pretty totally consistent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, wait, hang on. Guardians will be the second one to have the same director for all three, although that almost didn't happen.
That explains why they're so similar then. And that focuses on more... That focuses on found family, doesn't it?
Yes.
You know, the Guardians kind of become each other's family. And also with Yondu as like... Quill's real father, so to speak.
Yeah. No, it's really good.
Yeah, I think it'll end up...
They did a whole thing like that with the game as well, but they fucked it up right at the end.
Don't just stand around.
Well, I mean, not found, like...
They fucked it up right in the end. How?
Well, do you care about spoilers for the Guardians game?
No, I don't really care about spoilers for the Guardians game. Go right ahead.
Ow. Oh shit, he's gonna... No! Clayface over here! Hey! You fucked up, you fucked up, you fucked up. Well, basically, they have kind of this running joke, where Quill meets the daughter of one of his exes, and one of the things is, do I do the math? Do I do the math? And it's kind of hinted at that this kid might be his for, like, pretty much the entire game. And then, and, you know, Quill's ex, this girl's mother, dies, but has, like, an after image through, like, trapped in the Soul Stone. Ow, for fuck's sake, I've got really bad luck and bad timing. By the way, I've done this before. Oh, okay, never mind. I've done this before. I fucked up so much on the first section that I could not take a single bit of damage in the second section. But I managed it, but this time I didn't make it to the second section, so whatever.
So what does he... So does he say... Does he, like... Does it get confirmed that this kid isn't his, or what?
Well, it literally gets to a point where it seems like it's going to confirm. And then it pretty much does, because the kid's looked up her genetic material.
Yeah.
And it's basically Kree, like her mother, mixed with something else. And she's been looking up Peter Quill's biology. So it's like, oh shit, she must be then. And then we finally get to, like, the very end, and the after image of the girl's mother basically says to Peter, oh, actually, no, you're not her father. You know, right after Peter's actually started to kind of step up and try and be, you know, basically accept the idea.
Yeah.
You know, because the Guardians is a massive found family. But, you know, he doesn't, like, because they're all adults, it's a different kind of sense of responsibility in looking after these misfit criminals who all would be alright on their own. But then there's this girl who's just lost her mother, and Peter might be her father. And then the game kind of basically implies that she is in fact his, and he is a real father, not just a found father, but a real father, which means he has no excuse, he has no, you know, reason, you know, he should not leave her. And then it's like, Peter, she's not even my daughter, says this girl's mother. I found her after the war as an orphan child and took her in as my own.
Don't just stand around.
Oh, right, okay.
And so it's like, oh, so she's not Peter's. She's not, you know, she's adopted. That doesn't matter from the kind of mother side of things, but Well, I mean, you know, it doesn't, but it doesn't matter. You know, it's the whole point of Guardians is the whole found family, and that really works in a lot of, you know, a lot of things. But I think it actually takes something away from that guilt that Peter wasn't around for this girl's first, like, 12 years of her life.
Yeah.
You know, he had all of these things kind of going through his head and all this guilt, because she's basically the main plot of the game as well. And so basically right at the end, where you've got this real sense of connection with this kid by her being maybe Peter's real daughter, to then just strip that away right at the end and say, nah, she's not your real daughter. It felt a bit cheap. And I actually feel like it fucked up there. Just because, you know, like, imagine the Guardians having to continue on, but now Peter also has a kid that he's responsible for as her father, not just as someone that used to date her adopted mother.
Yeah.
But yeah, so sorry, that was my little tangent about the Guardians game. That people really like the Guardians game and really didn't like the Avengers game. I actually kind of think I've had a more consistently good time with Avengers, but maybe that's because I played it with you guys.
I see.
While, you know, the gameplay of Guardians really didn't thrill me, it all felt very repetitive. The story of Guardians was amazing, except for that bit I just talked about, but the gameplay was shoot guys until each member of the Guardians says, oh hey, I'm ready for me to do a super move, tell me what to do. And you press 2 buttons to tell the other Guardians members what to do, and then they do it.
I see.
Yeah. So...
That doesn't sound like the deepest gameplay in the world.
No, it really wasn't. Also, it had this cool feature that was cool the first time, but good god, basically if you're losing or if you've done well enough over a consistent amount of time, you can basically have a huddle up where Peter will get all the Guardians together, basically freeze the battle, which seems very weird and out of, you know, it's not very realistic to suddenly just, freeze the battle, we're gonna have a huddle up while there's still bad guys around.
You guys, can you just not shoot us for a second?
Yeah, so you go into this weird, like, world where there's, you know, there's, like, this weird, like, background thing, and Peter has to listen to what the Guardians say, and then he has to, and then you get 2 dialogue options, which are the most basic, you know, classic, like, choose your own adventure, choose your dialogue response. Oh, fuck off. I forgot I could do this to do a lot more damage.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I died. God, I'm really sucking today. I'm really bad at this game today.
Is this the final boss? Because I feel like this is the final boss.
It is the final boss, but I don't know why I'm being so bad today. Jesus. Anyway,
Oh yeah, Guardians films.
Yes, Guardians films, yeah. But basically, yeah, it's just, you huddle up, and then you either say the right thing, and you get a power boost, or you say the wrong thing, and you get less of a power boost. But Peter turns on his music. The whole playing to something from his soundtrack, really cool concept. The activation that you have to freeze the battle, and then listen to dialogue, and choose a very binary, you know, correct options. That doesn't work for me at all. But yeah, so that, again, sorry, I've actually finished talking about this game, but you haven't played now. Fuck off, Clayface! I don't know how I'm being this bad when I played it on hard last time and didn't fuck up.
Yes.
Oh, stop puking at me!
What were we going to say about this? Yeah, I guess... Out of the 2,
Yeah, which one do you prefer, actually? Guardians 1 or Guardians 2? Fuck off.
I'm probably gonna go with I'd probably say Guardians 2, if only for the for how emotional the ending was. Like the whole Yondu thing, and him giving him the spacesuit and the freezing up, and then oh wow. Just very, 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 very emotional. made me a bit weepy-eyed watching it the first time, that's for sure.
Oh my god.
But like the first movie does have, it's got more comedy going for it, hasn't it? And the way the Guardians all met
Actually, I
up,
feel like 2 might be funnier.
Really?
In ways, it's also darker because they kill a hell of a lot of Ravagers.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
the Guardians meet up really nicely, I feel.
Oh, fuck you.
As the origin for these guys meeting up and becoming, a team.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty organic, myself.
Oh god, no, yeah, it works so well.
And then,
oh, fuck off. How is this actually harder on normal?
Also, when are we gonna? When is like we saw him in the We saw him in the Christmas special with the crest thingy on his head. So
Kraglin.
So when's Kraglin gonna come out and be doing some fight scenes with that?
I imagine in the next one, because I mean this is going to be the last Guardians film with this team.
Oh yeah, good point.
Oh fuck! Oh my god, they do so much damage if one hit.
I mean, from the standpoint of like, because they hinted at it in like a post-credit scene in Volume 2, didn't they?
Yes, yeah, but he was practicing and then he stabbed Drax.
Yeah. God, he really should have. Like, when did that movie come out? That was pre Infinity War.
That was 2017. He was not even in that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
fuck you, man. Why? Why are the sword combos so bad that you can't fucking block?
And it's like, why didn't they just let him be in Infinity War? At least. I suppose we had enough characters already without introducing new ones. But
God, everything about this sword sucks. Oh, fuck you. Sorry, Bradley, I'm being very bad at games and not being very good at co-hosting.
I will become you, Batman!
next, I will come. Clayface.
Clayface, so much cooler as a hero than a villain. Because if he's a fucking hero, I don't have to fucking fight him. God, the atmosphere in the Gotham Knights boss fight for Clayface is so good.
God, that bit where he just whistles all those dudes to death was
oh, what, the come a little bit closer scene with Rocket, or the in Guardians 1?
In Guardians 2, the bit where, and it does that panning shot. It does that like does a zoom out
Yes, and you get the
arrows
top
trails.
down.
Yeah, the top down, and the arrow's trail is just like going all over the place. To some happy, slappy Peter Quill soundtrack music.
Yes. Yeah, I do love that how the Guardians have basically all just taken on Peter's music and like it, and he's like, do you have any of Quill's music still on the ship? Fuck you, I pressed that button.
Maybe Batman shouldn't be doing so many spins with that sword, though.
Yeah, it's the triangle circle. It sucks. He just spin. You can't control where he goes. It's just whichever direction you're aiming in, he does a fucking spin. And if you've pressed square, you can't then react with triangle to counter. If you've done, it's this like I've pressed triangle, nothing. You can react so much faster without this fucking sword. Why did you pick up this fucking sword? It sucks. And it just killed your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, also there's...
Usually when they give you in different playstyle, it's some, like, OP thing that...
Yeah, no, it's really...
like a super badass. But this is just actively taking away your ability to block as easily?
Basically, because he's just so much slower. And
that is a shame.
In this flow fucking game, you need to be able to react quickly.
God, imagine you could just throw the sword or something.
Imagine if I could just discard the sword.
Yeah, just get rid of the whole damn thing so you can fight how you're used to.
I mean, that wouldn't work against the clay guys, really. I guess the concept is that he's slicing them into oblivion. Yeah, like, I just have to do that to get any damage on Clayface, but as a result, I wasn't able to counter the two clay minion attacks. Yep, couldn't block that. Oh. And now I'm gonna die. Oh, thank fuck, he's dead. Jesus Christ, that was the worst I've ever played this. Oh, I suck so bad tonight.
Oh, you got him, okay.
Oh my god, one fucker survived! One fucker survived.
What? What?
Look, one guy didn't get frozen up.
Oh no!
And because I was pressing square to hit fucking main Clayface, he got a hit on me, which took me down to almost no health. Just, may I remind you, last time I played this, I played it on the hardest difficulty, with this much health as I currently have, from the start of this action, without any trouble. I don't know why. Oh, man.
Clayface will be fine, right? He'll be fine. I mean, Batman doesn't kill anyone.
Define fine. I mean, I'm fairly sure he killed Solomon Grundy.
Get out of my way, bats! I've got a date with immortality.
That blue stuff, delicious.
No!
I'm realising how much... I don't know why they put so many... Why is this taking away sound effects? I've silenced the music, but it's taken away the sound effects.
The fact that Batman, did that whole flourish with sheathing that sword was just to look fancy, because he immediately just whips it out and throws it, javelin style.
Come on! I killed your girlfriend, poisoned Gotham in hell. It's not even breakfast. But so what? We all know you'll save me.
Every decision you've ever made ends with death and misery. People die. I stop you. You'll just break out and do it again.
Think of it as a running gag.
Oh, I love this ending. Like how Batman does the whole broody. No, you'll do it again. You'll break out and you'll put people in danger again. And Joker's like, no, God, he's actually gonna break it. And stabs him in the arm, breaks it. Hey, I was actually gonna give it to you, man. I was just, you know, brooding. It's kind of my thing.
I like that they do kind of question it in the next one as well. It's like where the Joker inside his head is like, oh well, actually, we both know you weren't going to give it to me, and Bruce just doesn't reply.
Oh.
Oh
Oh my
dear.
god, that is like the most messed up looking Joker.
A few years ago, it was announced that I was going to play Wonder Woman. I've been so grateful for the opportunity to play such an incredible, iconic character, and more than anything, I'm grateful to you, the fans. Can't wait to share her next chapter with you. Gal Gadot, 2 days ago. Do you know what happened today?
What happened today?
Wonder Woman 3 got cancelled.
Oh no!
2 days ago.
Oh my god, what are the chances? Yeah, that was...
Basically every DC project that was kind of in the works or was, expected to be going ahead has been cancelled. Except The Flash! The only one that should have been!
Batman.
They still didn't change out Ezra Miller for anyone, did they?
Nope. Nope, it's gonna be Ezra Miller.
Okay. I'm gonna boycott the movie, and by boycott I mean not watch it.
Until it's on streaming. I mean, you've got to do whatever you think is right, but I mean, there's so many other people in that movie. I'm not going to go and see it at cinemas, but, I'm still going to watch it.
I wonder how that's gonna go, because that movie's like taking place post Justice League, isn't it?
Hmm.
So they're not doing an origin story, that's for sure.
No. It would be funny if he got back, if they conclude the Flashpoint with with Barry returning to the main universe, but now he has the face of Grant Gustin. And he's like, what the fuck? What happened to my face?
I do like Grant Gustin as the Flash, I will admit.
I think everyone does. It's just he's in a show that unfortunately didn't do very well after a while. Do you want to talk about CW?
Yeah, you wouldn't you wouldn't believe it. After having just watched all of that Taken,
Liam Neeson showed up?
It was that the next episode was literally called Taken.
Ha.
And it was about how Oliver's son has been kidnapped by Damien Dark. Well, I mean, yeah, kidnapped, but not aggressively or anything.
Yes. Not aggressively kidnapped, just the polite kidnapped,
Yeah, just politely said, "Hey, look.
Hey, do you want some sweets? Want to get into my van?
This is my daughter. You'll be great friends. Haha. I have your son. I have Oliver Queen's son, Green Arrow, because he still hasn't worked out that Oliver Queen
is the Arrow. How has he not worked it out? He fucking shot up. Was that just because Oliver was going to win the...
Yeah, it's literally about the election, the mayoral thing. And
wait, he shot Felicity because of the mayoral election?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I didn't remember that.
I mean, it's so weird.
Are you sure he doesn't know? I'm fairly sure he knows.
He straight up doesn't know. Unless he's being really, really sarcastic about it.
Two-Face's got him.
Because he's he makes this threat to Oliver as Oliver, like he's in civilian clothing and everything, and then the Arrow shows up and he's like, I was wondering when Oliver Queen would send you, or something like that, and then I don't know. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But
Once and for
yeah,
all.
that Vixen showed up, which I haven't seen the Vixen show, but you know, Vixen showed up.
I don't think it's a show. I think it's just the animated film, actually.
Oh, it's a film.
Yeah, it's just like an animated film, which, FYI, is really good, except it has, like, 3 places where it makes sense to end, and then keeps going.
Oh.
And it's, like, baffling. It's such a weird watch. It's like, oh, so we've done her origin. Cool. I mean, it leaves stuff, you know, set up for a sequel. Oh no, they're keeping going. They're gonna do the sequel now, I see. It could have been a good, like, 45-minute film, and then it could have been a good, 1 hour 30 film. And then it keeps going on. And I was so confused. It's like, why didn't you just end? Why do you just keep carrying on?
Yeah, and she seemed pretty cool.
Yeah, no, she's pretty cool.
Powers and everything. I like when she pulled out the eagle spirit and then just lifted in the air. I was like, wow, okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Wait, so what happened at the end of the episode?
Well, yeah, at the end of the episode, they run into Dark's house.
Yes.
And he he does the whole telekinetically hold you down. Oh, Vixen, I'm gonna defeat you. And then she says, "How about I grab your totem?" Haha, and she just panther speed up, and then like grabs the totem, runs out of there. And
Wait.
literally, he doesn't give chase. It was flipping hilarious how
What about
he
the
didn't give
Flash?
chase.
Oliver is friends with the Flash. And he could have done the exact same thing that Vixen did.
Huh.
Without having to think, without Dark even knowing he was there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Vixen has a lot of, she's actually super strong if she uses a different animal. But no, they used a Flash ability. That's weird. I didn't remember that. I thought she just, used some super strength to break the fucking thing.
Oh yeah, she does break it later, but first she bumps into it. And then what weirded me out is he must know that totem is what's giving him his powers, right? He must know, because they did the whole thing about the ley lines, and he's got to be here, he's got to be there for it to work properly. She takes the totem, runs out his house, and he just stands there and says, word for word, literally just stands there and says, well, that happened. Bro, she just took your powers! Go after her, mate!
You think, so you're of the opinion that that's dumb?
That was that struck me as very dumb, because, like, multiple minutes passed, and then he just walks out his doors and sees, Oliver, and he's like, and as well as Laurel and Thea, and he's like, I'll fight you, and then gets shocked when his telekinesis, stops working halfway through. Like the thing that was powering his telekinesis wasn't just taken away, and then, she swapped to gorilla spirit and, broke it with super strength. And it's just like, what did you think was going to happen, mate? What did you think was going to happen when the source of your powers got taken away by a known adversary?
And you're left fighting ninjas, basically.
Yeah.
But so you're of the opinion that's somewhat dumb, yes?
I would be, yes. I would be of the opinion that's somewhat dumb, yes.
What do you think could possibly be the dumber thing for the heroes to do?
Damn, I don't know. Giving him another totem, I guess?
Oh no, it's worse than that.
How could it possibly be worse than giving him another totem? Oh my god, I'm so tempted for you to just tell me.
You need to see it. You won't believe it if I tell you.
Oh my god, what on earth could they possibly do? And you're telling me that, is this something that benefits Dark, or is this something that, they should have, been protecting themselves better, kind of thing?
I'm not telling you anything. I'm just so glad that you're finally there.
Oh God, what on earth could this be?
It is literally the low point of season 4, and that's fucking saying something.
Saying something. Yeah, there was oh yeah, and the Elicity drama is also a thing that's happening.
Why?
By
Oh,
that,
because he had a son and didn't tell her.
He had a son and didn't tell me. I think she. I mean, after he explains the.
Didn't she find out already?
She
But
finds
then
out in
Flash,
the crossover. Yeah.
and then Flash reverses it, so she never did.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think he said. I think he says to Oliver like, "Oh, hey, by the way,
I'd mention that to Felicity.
I did do time travel, and I know that you have a son." And I was kind of expecting her to have a little more sympathy after him explaining. She said, "I have to not tell anyone." And then she goes there and says, "Hey, it was me who gave him that ultimatum." And then she still went like, "Nah, God damn it, Oliver, we're like partners. You should like."
We're partners.
We're partners. You should trust me.
Have you seen the Twilight, like, Robert Pattinson voice break where he goes, "We're partners," and loses his accent?
No, I'm looking that up.
It's great.
Oh, God,
I thought that's what you were referencing, but,
Oh. I may or may not reference it very much in the future, though.
fair enough.
And no one cares!
But, no, I feel like I can't remember if... Yeah, I can't remember if they come back to that at a much later date, like in another series, or if they do actually fix that in this series. I'm hoping they just fix it this series, because it's a bit embarrassing if they had to retcon it later.
I'm not going to claim I'm a doctor or anything, but the bit where she just up and walks, I was thinking, hey, hold on a second. Haven't your muscles, like, atrophied a bit? From, like,
well, maybe hasn't she been exercising and stuff?
She's got a biostimulant thingy, so, like, maybe that's doing something with it.
Maybe she's been doing small tests, but this is the first time she's actually successfully walked.
Yeah, and the fact that she does that dramatic gets up out of her chair and walks off, and Oliver's just there like, what?
She's actually been able to walk for weeks, but she was waiting for a dramatic moment.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, and on the Flash side of things.
But yeah, I feel like they do come back to that whole argument at some point and somewhat, like, explain her side of things a little bit better than they do initially. Because, I mean, yeah, that did always play a little bit like, Forever 2, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, ready to watch me be somehow worse at this bit than the entire last boss fight, which took me about 7 tries.
Oh my! Oh, I didn't notice. I didn't realize that before. I like his the 2 colors on his life bar. That's a neat little feature. Right, what on earth happened to the fastest man alive? Let me think. Oh, it's the first episode back since they went to Earth 2, and like the most recent episode ended with them escaping it.
Yeah.
Getting Wells' daughter out.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, Jesse Wells, I think, or something like that.
Jesse Quick.
Jesse Quick. She's back. And yeah, King Shark was like the main focus of he was like the monster of the week kind of thing. And Dig and Layla showed up, and that was awesome. And it's kind of like I like it when a couple of characters will just show up from essentially another show,
Yeah.
more or less unannounced. Like we're not making this a big crossover thing. It's just, oh hey, it makes sense for these guys to be in this episode, so they are going to be. And there's not a massive song and dance about it, and it makes it's times like those when I you know, I really believe it as the Arrowverse, so to speak. Like, it can sometimes turn into just one big show, almost.
No, I do always like when they do the big crossovers.
And, like, who couldn't like Dig? Dig is great. But what was it? Yeah, he had... Yeah, Barry's all... got all this, like, baggage from Earth 2 and how he pretended to be Earth 2 Barry for a bit. And he, you know, lived a life that wasn't his, but could have been. And Iris, we were married. Oh, Joe, you died. It was really
sad, guys.
Really sad.
Oh my god. Yeah, Catwoman is really cool for combat, but she sucks for stealth. Not the open spaces. The open spaces, though, like, sometimes she's really good. I think they fixed her somewhat in Arkham Knight, but they made her maybe too powerful, because then in response they made all of her challenge maps, like all of her challenges, ridiculous. That was their decision. That was their response. They were like, okay, we fixed her stealth abilities to make her not suck, and now we're also going to make her challenges really difficult to totally make that pointless.
Oh yeah, that was another thing that happened in that episode. There was what was his name? Wally. God damn, how could I forget that? How could I forget Wally West's name? But Wally, you know, one of the things that was happening in that episode was like trying to, you know, get Barry and Wally to get a bit closer, because, you know, they're basically, you know, they're family now, aren't they?
Yeah.
He's the adopted son of Joe, and he's the biological son of Joe, so they're brothers to a certain extent.
Yeah, super weird that Barry's trying to get with his sister.
I find that really weird.
You are not the only one.
It's like,
oh shit! You're right.
It's bizarre, because it's like, if they made more of an effort to say that they were childhood friends beforehand, before he was formally
his mother was murdered.
Yeah, if they've always been really good friends, it's kind of like, it's a bit more understandable. But and maybe they've said it once or twice, but the prevailing thing for me is that Joe Joe is his dad, and Joe is her dad, and they grew up together, and all they say is that they grew up together, and it's like, bro, that is your sister.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
But that's much of a muchness right now. Anyway, so Wally's, you know, Wally and Barry aren't getting along, and it's all like, oh, they're not getting along. And then King Shark shows up at the West's residence, and you know, Barry has to run off and, you know, get his suit. and you know, inevitably he comes back, he beats up King Shark a bit, makes him run off, and then goes away, puts his suit back, and he runs back and everything. And you know, Wally does, oh, where were you hiding? Where were you hiding? They never said you were... They said all these nice things about you, they never said you were a coward, Barry.
Wow.
And I'm just thinking, God, this song and dance again? Why don't they your other two family members know? Actually, everyone in Barry's family knows but Wally. Why not just tell Wally?
Because they've got to create drama.
Yeah, it's like whenever I see one of those things, I think, why do there should totally be at some point some superhero just getting a bit frustrated and just sort of saying, "Look, I'm the Flash, okay? That's why I was hiding, because I wasn't hiding. I had to go."
Oh my god! Why the fuck does he realize I'm here when I do a silent fucking takedown? That's not how they work. Good Christ!
Silent takedown.
He immediately knows exactly where I am. Following a silent takedown. He didn't turn around, he just knew where I was.
He knew he knew. He can hear silent things happening.
Oh good god, also Catwoman's takedowns take so fucking long.
What? That is amusing, to be sure. Oh, and what was going... Oh, wait, you haven't seen Supergirl, have you?
No. Fucking... Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Yeah, there it is. I hate this map. It's so shit. Like, her grapple is so bad. And also the thugs just infinitely respawn as well. So you can't even just take out all the thugs first and then deal with Two-Face. Because more show up.
I was about to say, like, why don't you just take out the thugs first and then focus on Two-Face? Okay, so if that's a non-option, great.
I need to basically separate them. Basically, I need to get Two-Face to move from the stairwell.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to know what movie I watched last Sunday?
Yes.
Against your, warning.
Oh, Christ.
I did, in fact, watch Taken 3.
I didn't tell you not to watch Taken 3. I just told you that it was going to be wildly disappointing.
Well, yeah, that's a very accurate way of putting it. It is a wildly disappointing film.
I'm sure it came from...
Yeah,
Oh my god!
It's all so weird. Like, the fact that... I mean, the policeman he's fighting... And that he fights a lot of policemen in that film for some reason. And they're just doing their jobs. You know, like, this guy they want to take him in for questioning because he's the prime suspect in a murder case. And it's like, well, yeah, kind of fair enough. And then he runs off. And if he just ran off, then fine. But he's running off and he's jacking cars. And he's... a bit where he drives a car down a lift shaft and half the building ends up blowing up.
Always good. What did you think? What did you think about the most dramatic fence jump in all of cinema?
Oh, there were like 6 edits, maybe 6 cuts.
I think it might have been 9.
9? Yeah, I'm not surprised at the number. There were a lot. And then the policeman jumps over, but he lands on his belly because he doesn't have a particular set of skills. And then, wow, it's just like watching when he's beating up these guys, when he's doing all this flashy martial arts hand-to-hand stuff. It doesn't feel quite as cathartic when it's innocent people who think they're trying to take in a murder suspect, as opposed to sex traffickers. Like, in Taken 1, fair enough, whenever he's beating anyone up, it's like, yeah! Yeah, go with Liam Neeson. I mean Brian Mills.
Brian, is that his fucking name?
Yeah. Just the only reason I know is because it says in the the little summaries on the streaming service. It says like, in this blockbuster thriller, Brian Mills, Liam Neeson must fight this guy and.
We would have spent so much more time on this fucking loading screen than we would have actually done. I hate it so much. Like, good God, this, like, Jesus, I fucking.
Blow that bitch apart! I'm looking forward to it, sir.
Yeah, and then I just wasn't following it, but I don't even much get the plot because like the villain's motivation, right? Like, so Stuart, wait, the Russian guy Malenkov, I think his name was. So Malenkov is like, Stuart, you owe me money, and then he takes out life insurance on himself and his wife, and then has his wife killed by some Russians, or maybe it was his own goons or something, so he can get.
Wow, a fucking shotgun blast. That guy is so far away from me. His accuracy is perfect. How fucking far away was that guy, and he still managed to get me?
But then Malenkov implies that Stuart. He's like, Stuart screwed us both. It's like,
oh, great! So they knew to look at the ceiling.
So he was never gonna give you the money then? Is that what you were thinking, or like?
Why the fuck could they shoot the shit out of me and not Batman? Why can Batman, like, absolutely, they won't shoot him accurately at all? But they'll shoot Catwoman, like, there's absolutely no fucking problems. Good God, so much about how they fucking program Catwoman sucks. Sorry.
Yeah, and then the bit with the fight scene with Brian against Malenkov, that was made very funny by the fact that all Malenkov was wearing, because he's fresh out of the jacuzzi, so he just throws on a button-up shirt that is left unbuttoned, and just his tighty whities. And there's one bit where he's on the stairs with his gun, and he's like making this weird squatting pose so he can aim better or something, or like stabilize himself. And and God, I swear, the center of the screen, like the screen centered on his flipping packet, and it was. I don't know if they were trying. Were they trying to make it funny? Because if they were, then they probably they flipping well succeeded. Because I could not take that fight seriously at all.
The rest I gave away. I win, bitch.
Enough with the twos already.
I have no idea. Just stab him in the eye with your claws, Selena. It'll save us all a lot of trouble.
But yeah, first movie was good. Second movie was alright. Third movie made the second movie look like the first movie, as I've seen it described.
It kind of does seem a bit stupid that, this guy saw his wife's ex-husband go to another country to find his adopted daughter. With basically no fucking leads and bring her back safe.
Yeah.
If somewhat traumatized. And then they all go on holiday together and escape again.
Mm-hmm.
And his plan is, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill my wife. That will never go badly.
He'll never find out it was me and flipping waterboard me. Hell, actually, he got waterboarded before he found out that he was the one who ordered the hit.
That's funny. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Yeah. I honestly wonder, like, when it comes to, I don't know if they do some like thing with like maybe putting some kind of funky mask on to prevent the water from getting at your mouth or nose.
A mask, I think, actually does worse because Andrew Garfield almost drowned filming the sewer scenes of The Amazing Spider-Man.
Damn, I was like those waterboarding scenes. Like you can't just fake them, can you? Like it has to be.
Well, they'll just limit the
sensitive.
amount of time, and then they'll do a new take and
Yeah, that
edit.
must be really hard. I mean, I get that you can just, like, you're not actually handcuffed or anything, because you're just acting, you're not actually handcuffed. Like, it gets too much, you can probably just, like, move your hands up and pull the cloth off your face and everything. But, flippin' heck! Like, if there's suffering for your art, it's that's for sure. I don't think I'd have the balls to do that.
Well, I have finished the pain. Do you want to call it there? Or do you have anything else to add on? God, this was not a good last episode of Arkham City. Well, not last episode of Arkham City, because I want to show you some of the side stuff, but Jesus, this was a bad episode. I must have been so much more tired than I thought I was to fuck up that badly. Anyway, goodbye.